YouTubers, and thank you for tuning into today's similar video on YouTube, because you know why? Remember I did that first video yesterday where I talked about a how-to tutorial on how to turn your jumper or long sleeve or any other hoodie or whatever long sleeve top, I think I said it again, into, let's just say, a wig, a headdress, or whatever. You know, like a head cover or a headgear type thing. So in this video, I don't think this is actually much more of a tutorial. This is actually going to be much more of a showcase thing, because I'm going to pretty much first kick off with this green long top, and of course I'm actually going to compare this here as well, because this one here is a lot much more thinner and this one here is a lot much more thicker, and strangely enough, if you can tell, this one's got, well, a much more thinner sort of, you know, amount of, how do you say, fabric in it. And this one here, I can't really tell what fabric it is. I think it's cotton. Maybe you guys can tell me. Even this one here, I'd say this one's much more thicker. I have to say the factory that makes these things are actually quite very, you know, well, I don't know what I can really say. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've done like yesterday here. So the first things first, I would always just pretty much place the jumper on top of my head. And if I'm really lucky, I can cover my whole hair, just to look like a woman, of course. Then, of course, just bring the two sleeves together, then make an X, then bring one of the sleeves together, only one, okay, and then pull, and all of a sudden, you've got a wig! Yay! Yay! Okay, then that looks so cute. And, what do you think, guys? Do I look really ridiculous? Or do I look really cool? As obvious as it sounds, I can pull that down. Look at that. It's one of my little headdresses. Looking like someone in a wig. Looks like somebody with a wig, of course. That's what I've just said, eh? My very weird, coarse voice. Don't know what I'm really saying here, but there you go. Of course, I could make it also green. Oh, sorry, I think there's some trains right next to me, eh? A box of trains. Of course, yes. It looks cool, nice and thin. Yeah, I can definitely go even further than that. Okay, I'd probably leave it like that, somehow with the hair like that. But, yeah, it actually is straightforward, very, very nice. And I can actually go even further and make it like a ninja headband, or a bandana of some sort. Or even just like, you know, tie it as a ponytail. Or maybe like a triple ponytail. I'm not sure if I could do that. Somehow it actually is quite, you know, fairly interesting somehow. Who knows, I could do a ponytail or a bun. That'd be quite interesting, making like that. Although that'd be very professionally tough of doing so, hey? Looking very, very nice. Somehow, hey, I could try and do things like that. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Okay. I don't know what to really say, but hey, that looks quite cool, nice and thin. But it is interesting. I think I can do even more with that. Okay, so maybe there's some more extra bits I can make it from like long hair into like, you know, into like a double or a triple ponytail of some sort. And I can put it like so. Yay! That looks interesting, isn't it? Okay, of course it's a nice and thin and comfortable looking long sleeve top. That makes it so perfect as a wig. The next thing I'm going to show you is a bright yellow hoodie, I think. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now, after untying that green long sleeve top, which was thin. This one's going to be much more thicker. Okay, so noticing with hoodies, they often tend to have this for the hood, hence the name, of course, that's why they've got hoodies and whatnot. So, as obvious as it sounds, I'm going to pretty much untie this, because I did a first attempt, which was relatively stupid. And of course, yes, this one's actually much more longer. You can either wear it at the back, or I can do it at the front. Maybe I can do it either way or either side. I don't know. It's a much bigger, you know, it's a much larger sort of piece of clothing. Who knows about that? And flipping out, I can even do this for longer hairs and stuff. But then, you know, it's a bit of a struggle. So maybe I might as well try and do the other side. What do you think, hey guys? Maybe I can try and wear this. And then I look like, oh my god. Now I look like flipping Rapunzel now from Tangled, yes, Tangled. Oh my god. Oh my god! Now I look like a flippin' princess! I look like flippin' Rapunzel, you know? Oh my god. Don't know why I'm actually dressing up myself as flippin' Rapunzel from like Tangled. That's gonna get a lot of fans shocked about this. And look at me, I'm dressed up as some weird blonde character. Hopefully it's not like, you know, I'm dressing up myself as just a teenage version of Elsa in the very biggest, you know, Gen Z type era. And look at that. Or maybe I'm just dressed up as some other character, some other, like, you know, some other fairy tale type character. I mean, look at that. I mean, isn't that so absurd and weird, eh? You know, having hair like that. Okay, who knows about that? Maybe it's not really hair because, you know, I feel like I'm robbing the bank. Just that somehow. Hey, that looks interesting. Somehow I never noticed I could wear a hoodie like this with hair strands like that, and I can even go further than that. Yeah, it's interesting. I could even make it like, you know, I've got a bit of hair coming out the back. Oh, I mean, what do you think? It's like I've got hair, and the sleeves, they just act as like, you know, extra appendages for the hair. Well, what's the other one? So I'm just pondering around where the other side of my hoodie is. I think, is it just one? Or is it the other sleeve? Oh, I see, it's the other one. Oh, okay. If I try and do the other side, maybe I can try and, you know, make it as very weird as possible, but I don't think I can see that well. Somehow it's not as great, but I think this can be achievable. I think either side, which I think either way could pretty much work. Oh, flipping out, I can't even see both ways. It's like I'm being deflected. I don't know. I might as well just tie around and then, okay, just put like this. Oh my god, I don't think I can do that very properly. Or maybe the sleeves, I might have to probably untie this. I think the problem is I can't really see the sleeves when I'm being deflected. It's like I'm being blinded somehow, which is not really that great. And I'm going to pretty much pull that in and then make that. It's interesting, it's not as really great and effective compared to like the first one I did. It's not going to sit that, oh sorry, I nearly plucked my nose. It's not going to sit that much longer, I suppose, hey? But let me move on to the pinkish one, which I think is a lot much more better. I think because it's a bigger garment compared to what I've done in the past, and that long sleeve, the green one, I think it was the thinner one. I think the thin green long sleeve, that one's a lot much more thicker and bigger as well too. This one's not as thick as the hoodie, and I'm about to make my own pink looking hair and stuff. I mean, for me, the blonde one wasn't really that great. Yeah, I did look like flippin' Rapunzel. Now I'm just gonna have flippin' pink hair. Oh my god, am I already gonna be dressed up as strawberry shortcake? I think that's another. Oh, I think that's one pink haired character I can only think of. Or what's another character that has pink hair? Oh yes, Zero Two from what's that anime franchise? Darling in the Franxx. I think I could probably there you go. Could make some very cool looking pink hair. Although I've got my hair being exposed, somehow I might probably tuck that in. It is very good in its ways, but hey, you know, pretty comfy. I mean, it's not really like a hairy type hair, but it does seem to replicate what it is. And I might as well just pretty much tie it from the back again and pull it through. Oh yes, look at that. There you go, I've got a double knotted type hair, which is quite interesting somehow, although I've got my hair being somewhat exposed, which is very, very strange. Oh man, flipping out, I don't know what to do with all that hair and stuff. That looks great. And because obviously, you know, as I've been trying out all kinds and all sorts of long sleeves, I'm going to finish that off with the grey long sleeve with a number marked on the front. Well, I think my favourite will definitely have to be the green one. The yellow one, the hoodie, I think it was just way too thick. I just couldn't even fit through. I'm just going to basically do the same thing as all the other hairs and stuff. So I'm just pretty much experimenting with all the other sweaters just to turn them into wigs, or to like headdresses and stuff. I mean, they're not perfect, but they are very relatively, good in some ways. And now I've got a very strange looking wig that has been somehow very much tied in a very weird way. As funny as that sounds, I don't know why. Am I just wearing them in a very odd bod way? Although the numbers poking out here, I could just flipping ignore it. As obvious as it sounds. Oh my god, I think that looks totally effective. Oh my god, oh my goodness me, I think the grey one could be great. But for me it's not as great as the green coloured one. The tag's being exposed here. And there you go. Look at me, I'm dressed up as some weird rebel about to fight someone. Look at me. Am I looking like some kind of old school aviator? Or, I don't know. It is interesting with the colours, hey? So it is quite a very nice, how would you say it, mock, or how would you say it, like a very good, interpretation of human hair, or headgear, or headwear, or headdress of such. But I'd definitely say my favourite is the green one because, you know what that makes me think of? One of my favourite anime characters from the 1980s. And also a specific Pokemon trainer from a Pokemon region based on real life Hawaii. Oh my god. Who knows? I could probably just, sit around and just stand around and just probably stroke my hair. Oh my god. Who knows? I could probably brush my hair. I tell you what, that yellow hoodie made me look like a flippin' Barbie doll. I tell you what, that was very weird, like a synthetically weird Barbie doll. But I'll tell you what, I think this hoodie here was probably one of the biggest that I had to try. But for me, it just didn't really, look a bit too proper in terms of how it's going to be turning out into some sort of weird hairdo-like thing. So that was a no-no for that one, But I like this. The pink one looks good. The grey one is also good, but I'm not sure about how good or bad the yellow one is because, So I'm just checking the time here because I'm about to finish off this video here. And that's it. So that's all of the garments that I have to try in this video here. And if you want to see my tutorial, click on the link down below. As obvious as it sounds, because it'll get you heavily interested if you want to create wigs like this, or headdresses or headgear like this, or headbands, or bandanas where we're going to make them, of course. Hey, yeah, that looks great. So if you really enjoyed this very interesting video, please give this video a like, subscribe for more for such videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. Why is that video not ending?